Hello and welcome to Tales from the Interface. My name is Emmanuel. In a slowly decaying futuristic city, social class is determined by the amount of time you spend in a virtual world called the Interface. Welcome to Tales from the in this live show, I show you a little bit about the behind the scene of my process. So, well, that was an horrible sentence. So I just take you behind the scene and show you a bit about my process, my current process, what it takes to go through a complete book. My book is now I am now working on the third one. So I made two. The first two are 250 pages, and they are available right now from my website. So if you're interested, there's a link in the comment, and or just reach out to me, and I'll make sure that you get the link. So today, I am working on a kind of finishing the inking, if you will. So this chapter is very advanced. Of course, the scenario is done. I've done all the storyboarding, which is kind of sometimes called the sketch. This chapter is very version. So and then I get in and did all the pages in ink. But now I'm kind of going one last time on all the pages and fixing little things that didn't that don't seem right to me now. There's one thing that's often discussed in art is that they say don't look back. But I don't consider looking back. I'm not redoing the entire page. I'm really just kind of finishing them. So that's how I see it. I don't want to go back to my older book and redo them. I don't know if I will. I probably won't. Because it's important to create new things, create new stories, get some new experience. And that's how you progress. I don't want to go back to my older book and redo as far as I know. I don't know if I will. What do I know? I probably won't. So anyway, without further delay, I will just start sharing my screen. But before I do that, I would just like to welcome the new followers to the channel. There's actually quite a few this week because without further delay, I talked to some people who are streaming on Twitch, and they were interested in following me as well, so that was fun. So here you go, new followers: Olga and Art, Daddy Doe, Kid Kong, MV Artworks, The Pink Popo, Procyon Lotor Music, and Murdoch Rock, and Destu. And a lot of these guys are really cool kind of DJ artists. And if they chime in the comments, be sure to go check them out. And from Facebook, also a very old friend of mine, just like the page, Philippe Audet, which I went to elementary school with, if you can believe it. Played a lot of Micro Machines with him, and collected some cards, if I remember correctly. So fun times. He's also the first guy to introduce me to Robert Charlebois, which is a artist I quite like, actually. I think his brother did a bunch of finals. So anyway, it was a big week for new followers, so great. That feels really good. So if you'd like to follow, of course, you're more than welcome. So now I'm gonna start sharing my screen. Let me just make this correctly so I don't screw up. There you go. Okay. So you should be seeing my screen now if everything didn't crash or something. All right. This is page 5 I'm currently working on. This kind of finishing up. It depends. Some panels might have nothing to do, while others I kind of want to redo to various degrees. On this page specifically, I was looking at it while I was doing the other page, and it says, and I decided that they just met back. She thought he was dead, and I think they're enjoying being a couple a little bit. So I want to draw them naked, but I won't draw. So that's the thing. I was at this page and I said, "Oh, I can't really show naked people on Facebook because I might get like some people might get sensitive about it, or I might the post might be blocked or some crap like that. So I won't draw any nipples. Sorry about that. But if you need to see nipples, you can always go to Read My Comic Bag, because we've seen her nipples before. But I'll just draw the general lines, and you can imagine the rest. And when the comic actually comes out, well, you can buy it and see them. But now, something that's important to me. This is not gratuitous. I'm not trying to just show something because to sell more copies. My point here is that they just met back, and they're being a couple. That's a natural thing, right? So it's part of the story. I'm not trying to force it upon the story here. I'm not making a big sex scene and trying to aim the story. I'm just showing that. The other reason for that is that Gauthier there, he on the right here, he just came back from being resuscitated. So he was dead, and now he's back. So his body is actually very much scarred up, and if he's wearing a shirt, you won't see it. So there's a good reason why this guy should be. Her, maybe not, but he should definitely be, so that we can see the amount of damage that he has been subjected to from his encounter with the Robopax. So that's pretty much where I am right now. I'm just finishing that. I'm finishing her. So as I said, I'm just gonna skip over those naughty parts because of the Thought Police, and I'll just finish it later when nobody's watching. At the same time, I'm kind of looking over it, and trying to see if I did the best that I can, and I find that there is some stuff to improve. I'm always improving, so it's good to do another pass at it without just rehashing always the same thing. I just want to maybe create cleaner lines, and it's not a big cost, let's say. And then I can draw the dinosaur in that book as well. I think I had it from the previous chapter. I never drew it. Huh? It's kind of distracting a little bit. Yeah, I didn't draw it here either, and that's kind of something I forgot to do. So let me just open the previous chapter and see what that book looked like. So bonus, you see what this page will look like. And you see I put a little bit of color there because I'm using the color to mask the ink layer behind it. So she gets her book at the end. That's where we saw it. Spoiler alert, you're going to see the last page of the current chapter. try to zoom in quick so you can't see anything. Dinosaurs. Okay. So just copy that book. And I'm gonna close that. You didn't see anything, okay? Yeah, and then, so I noticed that I forgot to actually draw the dinosaur here, so let me do that. Okay, where was that? That's the background. There she is. Okay. Okay, clown, mammer, dino book, dino book, dino book. Oh, yeah. Just move that book here as a reference. And so what I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna erase the title here. Maybe make it tighter. So to me, it's more important that people understand than being perfect. So if I were trying to be perfect, I would probably draw, maybe a squiggly line, like just trying to make out that dinosaur title. But I just want people to know that this is a dinosaur book. There, so a little bit tighter. Okay, probably my D is not low enough. Oh, 3 likes. Wow, hey, thank you Jean-Philippe, Kevin, and Daniel. So let me draw that dinosaur for you guys. Funny thing, I posted a time lapse of my dinosaur painting on Instagram TV, and this is for some reason almost my least liked time lapse, and I don't understand why, because dinosaurs are awesome. And what's the problem? It's weird. I mean, these things are so weird that I have no idea how the algorithms work. I mean, it's I don't, and I was watching the recent one about algorithm. What is it again? There's a new documentary on Netflix about social media, and they talk about that, and they were saying that the algorithm is now being coded by a computer program, so nobody knows exactly what's going on there. It's pretty insane. It's like we're reaching Skynet like it's not even a joke. Oh boy, we're doomed, aren't we? Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Just draw a T-Rex and keep swimming. Yep. That's all we can do. And I kind of want to keep, yes, I want to cut this entire layer. I want to save this page. I want to see if there's another dino. If we see the book again, I don't think so. No, we don't. Okay, so we see the book again here. So maybe no. So that's the thing with clipping. It just pasted the book somewhere on the page, and I don't know where. So you can find it with Control T. Transform, so at least it gives me like, hey, your book is here, but you paste it is right there. That's a nice little trick that I used to do on Photoshop to find hidden object and stuff like that. Often your selection will end up like pasted outside of the canvas, and there's no way of finding it. So the only way is to well, I guess you could move it, but then you don't know in which direction you're moving because it's invisible. So the best is really to use that command in Mac or Control on PC T, and then you can find it. So where's my thing? Here. Okay. Dinos. So dinos. Okay. I'm just gonna draw directly on this. Feeling reckless. So this week I did a random live on Thursday night. Tried something different. I read from, I didn't read. I played Alice in Wonderland audiobook. So you can find a lot of public domain audiobook in archive.org. It's a really cool site if you don't know about it. So basically it's all free to listen at the least. It's at least free to listen and sometimes free to use media. So you have movies, you have what else do you have? Movies, audio, images too. I'm not sure if there's an image bank there. For that, there's a library, I forgot which one, that has a lot of historical pictures you could find. But on archive.org, it started as, I believe, as a video thing. And I've been, in and out of it. Sometimes I go and see what I can find. Pretty hard to draw in perspective, right? It's like it's flat, but all skewed because of the perspective. So yeah, you can find a lot of cool stuff. Like there's old 50s, old 30s horror movies there. Like I Am Legend with Vincent Price, one of my my favorite actors. So that's kind of cool. You can find him there. There's a few other ones, but I kind of forgot what they are. So just look it up, archive.org. So where was I? Yeah, so I was playing Alice in Wonderland because it's one of those audiobooks available there, and the book is public domain apparently. So I just played that and drew. You can find it on my page. It's still or all the. Hey, merci Jean-Philippe. Je me suis fait faire une casquette avec mon logo dessus. Jean-Philippe was complimenting my hat. I decided to make an official hat with my logo. Yep. Fun times. So if you're looking for a place to print stuff, this hat I ordered it from vistaprint.ca, and these guys, the hat was good. I mean, the quality is very good. Sometimes though, I would say they have a few factories, and you can order like 2 t-shirts, and one will come out great, one will come out yeah. So you might have varying success. I've ordered quite a few times from them, and I've been satisfied with how it came out. So um, feel free to have a look. I would suggest though that you watch out for promotion, because they're always on promotion at some time. Like you can try the code sell 50, and then you're gonna get like 25% off most of the time. Sometimes it's off, so you can see, but it's often on special. And once you bought something there, they're gonna send you all their specials, so you can. Also, when you bought something, let's say you buy something common like business cards, and they're gonna, at the end, before you sign out, they're gonna offer you more for 25% off or something like that. So you can order half of what you need, and most likely they will offer you another batch of it for for 25% off. So something to think about. If you have better places, let me know. Always looking for better providers. I usually go with them. I mean, their stuff is well packed. I kind of like them. They're not what I use on my site though. I go with a company called Printful. They're the one that supply the orders from my site. So they're kind of a company that has chapters in Europe as well as US, so they can ship, at a decent price, most of the stuff that I sell. So that's kind of why I went with them. I don't make a lot of money out of that, to be honest. It's mainly, I want to provide something for people like my comic, and I make a few bucks out of it, so I appreciate when people buy it. But it's not like a big revenue, but it does help with the site, so it's appreciated. The books though, in case you didn't know, I handle myself entirely. It's printed out in Montreal by the Cahiers du Livre, which is a printer that a lot of comic book artists use. They're quite well known in the community. So, and I've been really satisfied with all my books came out. Yeah, Jean-Philippe is an old friend of mine. We've been friends since I'm probably 13, 14, something like that. I used to ride my bike to his place very often and come back very late. One thing I like to do a lot is when I get to remove the sketch layer underneath and see the ink drawing all cleaned up. So this won't be there. And as I said, sorry people, but I won't be showing you the rest of her nakedness, because this is posted on social media, and sometimes people get a fit or some random moderator. So I'll just leave it as is and fix it by myself later. So if you're wondering why he's not naked, he's gonna be. Just give me a minute. So now that I'm very happy with how she looks, I'm just gonna delete the repetition here. If you're wondering why I'm wearing a hat all the time, Well, I've been wearing hats since college all the time. Well, not for work or at the table or something like that, but I've always liked hats. But also, I'm beginning to lose my hair, so with the light shining there, it's very obvious. So I kind of have a bald spot growing there. I need to cut my hair. I mean, you do your stuff, but I think when a man is losing kind of his hair, he should just shave it, and that's what I need to do pretty badly. My hair is way too long and it doesn't look really good. I shaved my beard though, if you noticed. It was pretty fuzzy on my last video. Okay, so now I'm trying to draw him. Same thing, lower opacity. I'm gonna create his own layer. And one thing about him is his head is a bit big, so while I'm there, I'm just gonna select it and squish it a bit. Just a little bit. Maybe his neck is a bit long too. So yeah, like that. Okay, my squish machine. Oh, GP, if you're still watching, you can see the squishy machine. That should make you laugh. All right, trying to draw him again. Okay, so as I was saying, he just came back from a huge operation. So he has a huge scar on his body here. I'm not too confident. I don't exactly know how I'm gonna do that. So let me just open up a pencil here and try to see how it's gonna happen. So just maybe, so his leg is here. I just want to draw the general outline first. So here and here. Here. So his scar is mainly on the left part of his body. Actually, is it live this week? I think I'm just looking at the page this week because we see that you kind of see the scar there. Yeah, so his body is pretty much cut in half. So yeah, okay, he's kind of missing his whole middle section. All right. So that's what I need to replace. Like, yeah, he's gonna have a huge scar, and this whole middle section will be something patched up, like Frankenstein, like something like that, maybe. Okay, let me just try it. Go for it. It up. Okay, so he's gonna have probably gonna redraw this, but I want to give it a first shot. Alright, just organizing my windows here. Okay, so and this arm has been completely cut off as well. So it's not this arm anymore, it's a transplant. So the arm here is gonna go over it, so I'm not gonna draw it right now. Just draw the crotch. Apparently, it was a big point of discussion how to draw Superman, how to make Superman's crotch when they made the live-action movie with Christopher Reeves. I guess with any version of Superman, they will have this discussion. A little crotch day, I guess you could call it. Apparently it's a recurring theme, like, oh, it should be bigger, it should be smaller, you shouldn't see it should be flat, it should be... You can't imagine all those highly paid executives arguing about the size of the crotch of Superman. That's quite funny. Don't avoid drawing feet. Just, you need to fight that demon. Yeah, that's okay, right? All right. He looks a little floaty, doesn't he? I think I need to raise the bed a little bit. I don't know if I still have my perspective grid. Yes, I do. So okay, just fix the fingers. Okay, so it can be a merge. So I just want to redraw the bed because he's kind of floaty. I could like lower him as well. Should have done it before because now it would look weird. So I'm just gonna simply raise the bed and it shouldn't cause an issue, I would think. So if I just raise the mattress like this, actually my perspective is all skewed, it seems. Or it's not matching. Wait. It seems like it kind of changed, huh? Okay, so this grid is not the right one. I'll just adjust it. Should be a bit higher. Yeah. That's pretty much it. And then if I go down there, yeah, it's actually pretty much what I had. Yeah, okay, good enough. So I am trying to improve my my speech pattern because I was listening to me doing the live and I thought, you know, sometimes I'm not speaking very clearly, and this is something you know, that I've been trying to work on. It's quite difficult for me because you get into drawing and then you forget to think about how you're speaking. If people can understand what you're saying. Even in my professional life, it's very good to be able to you know, to talk clearly, basically. So one thing is that I my work is in English. Like my client is American, so I always speak in English, and that's kind of I started with a difficulty because I'm not a native English speaker, as you can probably tell. So so we, you know, yeah, so you need to learn how to express yourself. It's very important. So I think these lives really help with that, trying to remember to speak clearly, and I'm working hard on that. So I appreciate you guys being there and supporting that. Okay, so, you know, tangents, right? So I don't want the bed to be too close to the corner because it creates a tangent. I don't really want it to cut the foot either. I could raise the whole scene a little without any issue. Probably I want to do that looking at it. Just grab everything and just raise a tiny bit. Just give me more playroom. Okay, so I need to decide Notice I put the line outside of the panel to see where the bed ends up. So I shouldn't be doing this right now because I'm fixing a problem. Usually you want to do that when you're sketching. It's much easier. But you gotta do what you gotta do. I'm thinking of cutting it here and with her feet being outside a little bit. So it will go until here, until the wall, so that it makes more sense from the angle he's having right now. And I want to draw a pillow behind him as well. And then I continue. I want the bed to be a bit like this, so go up until the floor. So where is the floor? You can easily find the floor like this by finding the rectangle. So you see it all connects, so you can find your floor rather easily. So means the floor is here and the floor is also here. I had some tiles on the floor already. I can kind of use the same grid I had. And I'm probably going to redraw them. Okay. I want to draw another line, and that will be the mattress, kind of. You know, mattresses have a sewing border around it, right? So I kind of want to have this as a guide. And there's going to be another one underneath. And while I'm at it, I'm also going to add some like maybe some pattern on the mattress, because it's a little bit boring. I don't need the red anymore. So that will be my new mattress. I think I'm looking at it again. I think she doesn't match now. She should be, this line was good. So I'm just gonna cut the mattress here and finish it here instead. So it's gonna go until here, there, and the wall will be here. So I need to fix something else now. Oh boy. But nothing dramatic. Okay, so that's my new floor. It's going behind like this. So I'm thinking and talking. It's a little bit confusing, but hang with me. I should have a solution. That's my floor on this side. So the floor will go up like this, which is totally fine. And the mattress is smaller. Makes more sense with the pillow here. Could probably be even smaller than that. But then I don't want, I think, you know, again, a tangent. So the line passes here, so it's kind of okay. If I made it follow his body line, like here, it would look really weird. But like this is like perfectly placed. So I'm happy about that. So I won't change that. Could rework the pillow a little bit so it's affected by the wall. I don't think that's really necessary. So to put a grid on that mattress, a good thing you can do, and I do a lot of time. If you watched a few episodes, you probably saw me do this. So you can make a grid easily with square. So I put a square, and that means that this is the middle of the mattress. So I can just continue the lines like this. And now I have 4 equal parts to my mattress. And then again, lower the opacity of that, create a new one. And with each, it can get confusing with all those colors. So I'm just gonna draw the whole thing. Okay. So there you go. So this is my mattress again. Now I know where my center line is, so I can create a another divide. So like this, like this, like this, and like this. Now with this, I can create another series of lines. So the perspective tools in the clip paint help that a lot, so that your line follow. Otherwise, you would have a ruler, and then you would need to follow the horizon line all the way here. Or you could make markers on the side of the panel. That's also a way, but it's just adds to the confusion. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 8 equal square on my mattress. And they kind of end up in spots where you wouldn't make any difference, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and add just another layer to this. So I'm adding a new layer. Okay, I'm just gonna redraw again my mattress. And then I have my there you go. There you go. 2, 3, 4. And past a certain point, you can kind of see the grid, right? So what I do, instead of spending a lot of time, I just eyeball at this point. So I know that it's going to be, you know, close to half of this. But as you saw, the point is more, it moved, right? So if I imagine my square would be, my X would be like this, and then like this. So here would probably be my line. Same thing here. You know, it's about here, and then here, and then the further you go, you know, the less that it makes a difference. So you can really just eyeball it, and it looks fine. So just make it so it looks okay. Would people judge you? Maybe. Honestly, if somebody were picky on me about this, I would say, well, sorry. You're right. It's not perfect. My drawing is not perfect. I'm gonna burn in hell. Okay, so now I have my lines. Pretty happy about it. I'm just gonna finish this bed. It's gonna be like this. There's a floor. There's a line here for the wall. There will be tiles on the floor. Here you go. Voila. Gonna remove the blue now. It's pretty much ready to go on try inking that. I don't need this either. And we're pretty much out of time. I didn't even see that. So yes, it's 11:33. We've been doing this for an hour, and this is pretty much the budget I have for this session. I thank you a lot for coming by and watching me draw a little bit. Thanks for the comment. Thanks for the likes. And thanks to all the new followers. I really appreciate it. If you have any comment, if you would like me to talk about something during the show, if you have something you're struggling with and you would like me to talk during the show, just let me know. I'll try to focus on that on the next show. With that being said, my book is available on my website if you'd like to check it out. You should probably order one now if you want it for Christmas, if you want it as a gift. It's a nice local product for people in Montreal, so if you want to encourage local production. As I said, this is printed locally. I handle all the distribution. I sign them myself. So that's appreciated, of course. And that's pretty much what I had to say for today. So it's really sunny outside here. I hope you guys will enjoy it. Go outside, have a walk, and keep on drawing. And I will see you at the next time. I'll try to make maybe a random appearance during the week again, if I can manage it. Otherwise, I'll see you all next weekend, same time. Bye bye.